Much like predicting the stock market, trying to forecast what's going to happen short term in our local property market can be a high risk strategy. There is, however, a smart way to look at real estate and how it could help position your family for the best possible long-term outcome. To find out more, I caught up with iconic local property expert, investor, and arguably the leading authority in the real estate valuation space, Gavin Hegney. Gavin, in the context of rising interest rates, tell us about the local property landscape currently.
Well, the interest rates rising have been really well publicised, so it's not a surprise or a shock, should I say. But the GFC was a shock, and when we went into the GFC, the Perth housing prices were equal highest in Australia, equal to Sydney. So the next 6 years, we were in a world of pain in Perth housing markets. Today though, when we go into this interest rate rising market, we are equal lowest in Australia. So we go in very, very well undervalued compared to the rest of Australia. That's why we're entering a stronger period rather than a weaker period in the Australian housing market for Perth.
So for people looking to buy a property, what sort of things should they be looking out for?
Getting that decision right is so important because we've only got one chance to own a principal residence, which is capital gains tax-free in Australia. So what does it look like to own the right sort of principal residence? Obviously, something that goes up in value because we store so much wealth in our own property. Something that's a high land content often appreciates, as distinct from something that has a high building component, which often depreciates. But we're all looking for that suburb which is a scarce location, which when you've got more buyers wanting it than sellers, the price rises.
Since about 2014, most areas in WA have tracked sideways. That is, until about 2 years ago, when the local property market enjoyed a significant growth period with a largely unexpected building boom and values rising in almost all suburbs. So the million-dollar question, Gavin, what do you think's on the horizon for the Perth property market?
Perth has some of the lowest prices in Australia at the moment, yet it's supported by very, very strong rents in the current market. Normally we're fourth highest in Australia. At the moment, being lowest, we need to rise to lift in our normal position. So I would suggest that over time, we'll go back to that fourth position, which requires values to rise, not fall.
No doubt a challenging time for many, but with a fundamentally robust economy and a bright long-term future, WA property values seem to be very capable of riding out any short-term market jitters. For more information about market conditions in your area, head over to theagency.com.au.